Welcome to Check Your Leader TV, and today we're going to kick off a new pint-sized campaign, The Road to Bremen. And the first battle in that pint-sized campaign is Off At Harpstedt. So this campaign sees us in northwest Germany, early 1945. The Allies have crossed the Rhine and a British column is making a run for the city of Bremen. Let's have a look at the characters for today's game. Commanding the British 1st Platoon is Lieutenant Richard Dickie Winchester. Platoon Sergeant is Sergeant Charles Chuck Caulfield. And leading the Germans is the able Feldwebel Hans Hoffenberg. Everyone's come around and we've set up the table for our first game of the Chain of Command pint-sized campaign, The Road to Bremen. So that's all set, and I'll just do my force selection, then we'll do the patrol phase. Rowan will throw down any fortifications if he has any, and then we'll crack on from there.
So we started with table 1, and surprisingly enough, my hare platoon decided to stay and fight.
Yep. Yep. They've obviously got more courage than sense, or maybe they know something I don't know. Before we start, let's just have a quick look at the table. Okay, everything off-road's heavy going. Buildings are heavy cover. Outbuildings are light cover, and there's a little orchard down here, and the fences and hedge lines here. I don't have a sufficient amount of fences, so I'm going to use hedges. The same, they'll basically have the same effect anyway. So they're light cover. My plan. Basically, I don't want to get bogged down in getting into a shooting match here with the Germans. It's early in the campaign. And as I stated earlier, the centre of gravity for me is my infantry. I don't want them getting chewed up. What I've decided is I've got, with my 15 support points, I'm bringing 2 Shermans, an adjutant, and 2 pioneer teams in case there's any fortifications, wire, minefields, and the like. So the pioneers will be able to help breach any wire. They also, the idea is if I've got pioneers working on wire, they might draw fire and allow my infantry to not be molested so much. It's very early in the campaign. I don't want my infantry getting chewed up. So with that in mind, if I can get a roll on, all well and good. If I can't, if I think my attack's bogging down, I've got no hesitation whatsoever. I'll pull back and then try a second time with additional support. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to try and push on the northern side of the village and come through here. At least there's some covered approach onto the village coming this way. If I come this way, it's just it's too much open ground. So that's my plan. Put in a quick attack. If I can get through, great. If I get stalled, pull back and come back with additional support. Okay, so I've rolled for my free moves, and I've got a 1. So I'll get 1 free move, do that, then we'll roll for force morale. Okay, so I'm going to start from here. Thank you very much. Actually, can you pass me my... That's it. Alright, so it's a no-brainer. I'm just going to go straight forward to here. Okay, so now we'll roll for free moves. Force morale. So
-1 for my
Germans. -1 for the Germans.
4 Germans. So
there are
3.
So a 3 is, I think, force morale 9, if I'm not mistaken.
It is a 9.
And I rolled a 6. Oh no, that's a 5. I've got a 5, so that'll put me on force morale 10. All right, so I'm on force morale 10. Bravo. That's very good, chaps. Today's platoon is led by Lieutenant Dickie Winchester and is ably assisted by Sergeant Caulfield. These are a couple of veterans. Alright, so I'm at force morale 10.
And the poor Germans have only one leader at this time of war, a February named Hans Offenberg.
Good old Hans Offenberg. All right, so I go first because I've got the high force morale. So next one, I'm just going to move to there, stack on top of him. Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah,
He's 18 inches in, and
I'm going to put these here. I'll stack them like so.
Yep.
So allow for a bit of movement.
There you go.
Cool. It's a lovely warm day here in Australia.
Yeah, it's raining, which is very appropriate because it's well, it's late 1945 and early 1945, and the ground's all heavy and wet and boggy, and everyone's cold and miserable.
I'll just make sure I move these within 12 of each other before I get too carried away with myself. So we'll stick those in there.
Yeah, he's perched on top of that.
Perched on top of that, so we can now kick that one out to here. Just drive forward to there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look, here's one we had pre-positioned.
Earlier.
All right, so that's that there. All right, so I'm going to move my next patrol marker up, and he's just going to obviously stack on top of that one, living dangerously. Okay, so that's where the Germans are so far. Okay, get a bit of a wriggle on here with my boys. Okay, that's us.
Maximum 12. Got one here. Where's our dastardly British?
1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, the furthest one forwards over near behind that little house there.
Let's kick ourselves out outside. That's there. That's that one.
All right. So I'll throw this chap out this way.
Take the tree.
This guy's going to go straight down the road.
And go clunk.
Yep, will that lock down that one?
Quite possibly.
Let's have a look.
So 12 to there, you've got to go back
Yep.
to smidgy there.
Yeah.
And a smidgy there.
So I want to get both of those guys locked down.
Dos.
Yep, that'll get both of them.
That 12 to there, is it?
Yep, should be.
Just a bit shy, I think.
We'll
Go
go
across.
that way.
Yep, and that should hit him.
Yeah.
And still be within 12 of him. Ooh, just out of him, actually.
Like if I go that, how's that?
Yeah. Close enough, I don't think I can argue that one. I can try and squeeze around it. I don't think you can lock off both, actually.
Yeah, but the thing is that's at an angle, so but if it's a flat line,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
So, alright.
Yep,
So that's
sounds
that.
good to me.
Yep.
Stay 12 of him.
Yep.
Stay within 12 of him. Trust me to here.
Yep.
Which is, funny enough, 12
Exactly where you want to be, I suspect, at that stage.
Yep. But try within 12 of him, though, of course.
Yep. Sweet. Cool.
Fancy angles.
Well, I guess I'll have to bring this guy up from the rear.
I've got you, Gommy.
Thanks.
Still comatose.
Yep. Alright, next German.
Where did you go this time?
I just brought the rear one up to there.
I'm going to stay lad. So that'll put me to there and miles away from there.
Yep.
So that's good.
Alright, so we've done the patrol phase. We're all locked down now. So now we've got to place down our jump off points. Alright, so I move first, therefore I will place down my first one. So if I use that guy and that guy, 6 inches back.
Which one do you want there, Scott?
We'll go off. I'll go off him because he's the closest, and then if I go off that one over there, that's going to create this.
For that one there at the back?
Yep, this one at the back here.
Okay, can you do a bit for that one?
Yep, there we
That's
go.
it. And
So basically 6 inches back from him.
one stick.
Yep.
We'll put you about there.
Yeah, alright. So that'll be my first jump off point behind the little house there.
This one.
Yep.
And I'll go off obviously the closest.
Okay, so that'll be him.
I'll check the other two.
Yep.
So that'll...
Well, that one will give you the biggest wedge.
Yeah, so I'll just go deploy.
Yeah.
Just, I'll leave that there.
Yeah. And I'll just be... Here's a jump off marker with a German Schmeiser on it for you.
Let's go here.
Yeah, it's in between those two buildings.
Yes.
Alright. Okay, so my next one, I'll use... I guess I'll use this guy here. And that one... Well, which one's the closest?
Which one are you going off? This one here?
They're all within one of him, aren't they?
They are,
Yeah.
yes. So whichever you choose.
Yeah, okay, so we'll go off that one there and that one there.
That one's further away.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Got a big wedge.
Yeah. I'll just put it back on the... I'll put it on the road back here.
Okay.
The table edge. Or could I put it over on the edge of the table? Well, I'll put it on the... I'll put this one on the road here.
Okay.
That'll work.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'll put it on the table edge over this side because...
Okay, well, let's measure the... So that's there to there.
Yeah, and if I go through that one...
That's the further... Well, that's further away. Yeah, those two.
Well, I've got to use the closest one. Oh,
Yeah.
hang on. There's that big house. There's that one there.
Yeah, go for that one. Yeah.
And so if I go off him and I'll go off him... Yep, alright. Puts me back here.
You'll be across a bit. So you have to go off this one, I reckon. If you go off that one, you get a decent wedge.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
No cover in the fields. There's no...
No, but it's on the table edge.
Oh, yeah, good point. That's where you want to come.
Yeah.
Go for it.
There we go. We'll put that one there.
That's
Alright, cool. Cool
So you're going
bananas.
to go off that one and that one.
Yeah,
and go
that one
there.
and that one, and then, yeah,
excellent.
your second one.
Alrighty.
One there, one there.
Oh, we'll do this one now.
Yep.
We'll obviously go off that one. And let's
Yep.
see what else we got.
Yeah, we've got that one, that one, that one. So, yeah. Well, there.
If I go off those two,
Yep,
yeah, one, yep, that one and that one.
yep,
So we'll kick back 6.
yep.
Takes us to here, which
Yeah.
funny enough,
Put you behind the hedge.
right there.
Yep.
Lovely. And if you got a little Schmeiser or a Panzerfaust even.
Yeah. Actually, this one's got a German rifle on it, but it's also got a British road sign. So, well, that one will do. And then I've used that one. I'll go off this one here, I guess.
Which one do you want?
This one here.
Okay.
So we'll go off him. And
Well, the closest is that one. You have to go for
yeah,
that one.
so down through here. That'll put it back here. There we go. One,
So that's
2,
there.
3.
And you'll go for another one.
So I've got
there.
1, 2, 3.
That's it.
Yeah, and then I have to use the road if I have any vehicles.
I've got one more to place.
Yep.
So one there between the two buildings, which is quite heavy. One here.
Actually, no. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can either use that one there.
Puts me another building behind a building.
Yeah.
One on that flank, one there. I want to try and scoot one across.
Or you could go, yeah. If you go off this guy, it's gonna. You can put it on the
Off the
side. Of,
side?
yeah,
And then off
that one.
that one. Okay, yeah, that one and that one.
Yeah. You could be back in there somewhere.
I could go 6, go to the corner here.
Yeah. In that little behind the shed.
Like so.
Again, there you go. Alright, so the Germans have got
Just happy with that
one here, one behind that house there.
between the two houses.
Yeah, between the two houses. And then one in this courtyard here. So there's one there, and one there. And the Brits have got one here, one back there, and...
Not a lot of cover,
No,
but
you get that on the big ship. Roman's going to share his plan.
the dastardly German plan. Well, really, it's to trick Scott as much as I can over the various tables. I've read Scott's briefing, very good. It's we'll see how that pans out.
Mm-hmm.
I was very surprised my here decided to stay and fight, which is nice. Slow down Scott for at least a turn, even if we take a drubbing. This is quite a good defensive table, I think, at the start.
Yeah, that's why I
block the road here.
Yep, with a
Won't
minefield.
stop the tanks coming on, but it will stop the only good going area at
For
the
tank.
moment
Yeah.
on the table.
Yes.
We may move it forward a little bit before we do it, just to make it more tricky for you.
Yep.
So you can't just go around it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. let's say if it's a foot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the outskirts of the village, we mind the road.
Yeah.
So we've got some Hitler. Well, who knows what we've got, actually. That'll be the surprise for Scott.
That's right.
Probably going to advance. He's got 15 support points.
Yeah.
So knowing my opponent will have a decent amount of armour. He has got a limited support choice list.
Yeah.
Rams and Shermans, so I'm probably going to be facing some of those. No flamethrowers though, which is nice.
Yeah, nobody likes flamethrowers.
And I don't think you get much off-table artillery either.
No. I can only get the observer if I'm delayed.
That's right.
So
this is a bit of a rush for the...
it's the like British. We're just pushing on, man.
But the good thing is, I too don't have any form of artillery.
But this is right, yeah.
So, knowing facing Scott and Brits, he's a sensible lad, so he'll probably make good use of the 2-inch mortar and the smoke that comes with it, because it's hard to hit someone with an MG42 if you can't see them.
Yes.
So, that's the plan, is to trip and we'll lose gracefully, but we'll try and take as many down with us. That's the plan.
All right. Okay. So we're all good to go. I've got the higher force morale, so I go first. Now I'm using these swanky, very, very nice laser cast chain of command dice.
Courtesy of Tim.
Yeah, courtesy of Tim. I didn't even pay for them. He just like gave them to me. Like, why would he do that? Anyway, so here we go. Oh, I got a double phase. So I got a 6, because the go was a 6. I got a 3, a 4, and a 1. All right, what am I going to do with that? Okay, so on the 1, I brought in the 2-inch mortar. On the 4, I brought on the platoon sergeant. On the 3, I brought on a section. And they're tactical. The sergeant is going to tell the 2-inch mortar, not that he needs to, they can just do it themselves, and he's going to try and place a smoke round over yonder. He's got line of sight, so it's 4+, 2. So it's going to be...
So he's
short.
sighting for them, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
no. He can sight for himself. Straight through there.
Yep, still can.
So, it's, but he rolled a 2 anyway. So he's missed. And on 2, I think it's... 1's left, 2's right. I think it's 6 inches right. But I'll check. So that's my first phase done.
-1 dice.
Oh, yep. Drop a die. Okay, 2 4s, a 3, and a 1. Okay, that's fine.
1, 3, 4, 4.
So a 1. Okay, what am I going to do? So the commander, he's got 3 command initiatives. First one, he's going to tell the mortar to fire. Then he's going to tell the squad to advance tactically towards that fence line there. And then we'll see what we do with the other ones. See if we can get this round on target. 4. Okay, that one's on target.
So Caulfield used one of his command initiatives to order the 2-inch mortar to fire a smoke round towards a hedge line that was on the southern side of the German town. This was done because I was concerned that Germans might deploy in there, and I had plans to deploy a pioneer team, and I didn't want them getting shot at, so that smoke was going to provide screening for them. And then the next command that was given was to order the British section to move up to the fence line.
How far we go. They're going to just move tactically towards that fence. 6 inches. All right, that's not a bad roll.
He can reach to there.
Yeah,
and
cool.
everyone else can be...
Just line the fence. So 1 command initiative, fired them. 2nd command initiative, ordered them. 3rd command initiative, he's going to move himself up behind this building here because he's no fool. And he goes 6 inches, which will easily get him over here. Okay, so that's that one done. That leaves me another 4, a 3, and a 1. So with the 1, I'm going to bring on an engineer team. So I use the 1 to bring the engineers on. There's a mine clearing team. They've come on with the 1. They're tactical because, hey, they're no fools. And the 3 and the 4 I'm going to sit on because I just want to see how things develop first. So that's my first move. Sorry, that's my second. My continuing string of double phases keeps favouring me. So next phase will be the Germans. First phase for the Jerrys. I got a 6. I got a 2, 3, 4, and a 2. 2, 3, 4, 2. The command conundrum. The command conundrum. Okay, so Roland on a 3 has put 1 full squad in the building. He's got 3 riflemen downstairs, 2 at a window and 1 at the door. He's got 2 riflemen at this window. And then he's got the MG 42, 43. 42? Yeah, MG 42.
Well, it's 45, I think. We got Volkswagen
MG 45.
Was it
It fires
34?
20 dice and automatically hits,
laser
causing a +5 to kill.
And explosive rounds.
That's it, yeah. And there's the Gefreiter with the ring. And so that's one of his 3 he's used. He's still got two 2s and a 4, I believe. Yeah.
Well, I won't use the 4 because I've only, unlike...
You've only got the Feldwebel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You've got one sensible Feldwebel.
And
yeah, and
you've got
2
two
2s.
I can deploy a squad here.
Yeah,
and
you
put
could.
them on, and put them on tack behind a hedge, which is pretty good.
Yeah, well, that's
And some charming lad put some smoke down to give me some protection.
That's right. Well, we're here to help.
That's
like
right.
just liberally tossing smoke out all over the shop.
Or we could deploy behind this hedge.
You could.
Just to be a pain in the ass. And if you try and come here, we'll just...
Yeah. You deploy in depth.
Indeed. That's probably...
Or you could not deploy it all and keep your powder dry.
I think we will.
Yeah, I thought you would. All right. Okay, so what I've got? I've got a 5, a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. Is that a straight? Is that a run or something like that? Bingo! And a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's interesting. Sergeant Caulfield's going to tell these pioneers to move towards the minefield tactically on 1d6, and then he's going to order the mortar to fire another round of smoke, because, hey, that's what you do. So first of all, we'll do the engineers moving tactically 1 inch.
They're not too keen.
They're maybe they're sensible. Some would say cowardly.
Cautious.
Okay. Yeah, cautious.
It's 45, they probably survived Normandy and onwards.
So the next mortar round's going to go in between those 2.
Throw us a chit.
Yep.
Place where you like.
Just put it, come this way a little bit.
Like so?
Yeah, that'll do. And we're going to try and drop that next round there.
Don't
He doesn't have line of sight to that one. But these guys, so it's a 5 or a 6. Oh, it's a 6. My mortars continue to be improving as they get better. So now I'm going to use the other one, and I'm going to bring on the second team of engineers, but they're going to come on from back here. I'm keeping my options open. They'll deploy tactically 6 inches from there. Mm-hmm. So that'll place them there. So that'll be another mine clearing team. Yeah, that's right. Rowan and I were just discussing how it's odd that the minefields get placed after the patrol phase, because after the patrol phase, that's when you can put the minefield down, and you could theoretically put it right on a job.
Or near a drop to limit its movement. But why would you have an assembly point?
Yeah, right next to a minefield.
If you were doing patrols, you
you could have come forward, hit the minefield, go, look, this is as fast forward we can go because there's a minefield there. But it is also, I made a line of sight of the enemy and I've got cover, and I can bring my engineers forward and they can start working on it straight away. So you can argue, I mean, it's like everything in wargaming. You can rationalise anything at the end of the day if you want to. But anyway, so that's the next engineer team. So they've come on the 1, and they've gone tactical, and they're another mine clearing team. And then I've got a 3 and a 2. Do I want to bring on another section? Bringing on another section would be fine at this stage, but I'm gonna keep my powder dry at this moment. I've got a plan. Throw a spoon on the ground. Okay, ooh, 3 5s. Well, you're well on the way to a chain of command point. That's jammed for tomorrow. But a 1 and a 2.
Which could be a 1 or...
It could be a 1, which could be a team, or it could be a squad, or it could be a junior leader commanding a squad.
Indeed.
What to do?
Well, I could deploy a drop from here, a squad along that fence line.
You could.
And take aim and knock over some engineers.
You could. You could fire at these guys. They're in light cover because they're tactical. So, yeah, you could do that. You could deploy there and then shoot at the engineers easily.
Very clever going tactical, even though you're in a field.
Yeah.
It's not to be loose with a hail of lead against some poor sheppers.
So these poor pioneers over here.
Poor pioneers.
So a squad's coming in. That'll come in on a 3, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're deployed on the 3, and they're going to fire at these guys.
So there'll be 5 rifles.
Yep. And then 8 for the
machine gun.
MG.
And I can't use machine gun there, otherwise I can't shoot the squad.
That's right.
The 5 lads.
That's right.
And 5 lads doesn't make up for 2 for machine gewehr,
No,
that's for sure.
not really. Now, they'll be hitting on that range, they'll be hitting on 5s.
5s and 6s.
Yeah, 5s and 6s.
I can see 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's all one team, so that makes it easy for me. 1 dead, 1 shock. All right, so there's no NCL amongst them, so it's just this guy with a shovel, and they've got a point of shock on them. Yep, that'll be good. So 1 dead, 1 shock.
So just
The first casualty of the day.
Sapper Smythe goes down.
Sapper Smythe has been hit. Oh, my gammy leg. He's hit me in my gammy leg. All right, so that's the Jerry turn done.
First blood to the Germans.
Yes, indeed. Sapper blood. All right, so what have we got? Okay, end the turn.
Smoke goes away.
All the smoke goes away, and a 5 and a 3. All right, so
3 and a 5.
yeah.
Well, lovely change.
So all the smoke will come off, all the Overwatch comes off, all the tacticals come off.
This is true.
I got a 5 and I got a 3.
All that hard
The
work.
corporal here just put his lads back on tack.
Awesome dice.
I've used the 5, and I'll just roll these dice again. Oh. All right. Okay, I'll have another double phase and a 4 and a 4.
Lots of double phases, guys.
All right, I know.
4's not particular.
Yeah. Okay, 4's okay because that's him there, and I can bring on my other leader because I do have, an adjutant, so that's okay. Okay, so with the 4, I only used the 4, and one of my 4s. He got the Pioneers to move towards the minefield. He lobbed another round of smoke that was on target. Now I'll roll 3 dice.
Third phase.
Why am I dropping dice today? All right. 1, 1, and 3. That's handy.
That's pretty good, actually.
Okay, so I've moved the engineers. They went that way, 6 inches, because I rolled 7. And then I've got a 3 left. Oh, the other engineers went there. They're tactical. The 3 is a squad, and I might...
Or vehicle.
Yeah, or a vehicle. But I think what I'll do... I think I might deploy... Let's have a look here. Let's see how many shooties the Jerrys can get.
The main one's the MG.
Yeah.
Have it there, which is what I want.
Yeah, the MG could...
And
I'll get light cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll get light cover for flying through that stuff. So that leaves me the 3. Do I bring on another squad? No, I think that's it. Over to Jerry. Okay, so Ron got a 1, 1, 1, 3, and a 6.
So what I think I'll do...
Stupid 6s.
Yeah. So I'll put a 3 onto that squad,
Yep.
a 3 onto that squad. Those squad will then go once
Back onto
again.
Overwatch.
I'll watch both teams.
Yep,
That's 1 each. So we'll do the
yep,
watch that gap.
yep. A machine gewehr with the machine gun at those guys.
Most certainly.
Yeah, so that'll be 10 dice, hitting on 6s, 5s and 6s, and they get light cover because we're firing through the hedge.
That sounds fair to me.
Yeah.
I only see
Two hits on the
get away
point. These
fairly
guys over
lightly.
here. Well, that could be enough to make them go blah. They whiffed it. Nothing.
So they
So
survive.
that zing, zing, zing. All right. So
now
that's
for the
now for the Brits.
Oh, I've got one action left with the German. Oh, machine gewehr.
Oh,
So
yes,
he's done.
Yeah.
gonna
All right.
what?
Here we go. Okay. 2, 2, 3, 4, 4. All right, that's a good roll. Let's see what the Pioneers... The first command initiative from the sergeant is going to tell these Pioneers to try and clear that minefield. So let's see how they go. 5. Now, I better check that because that might have done it. So he's trying to get the Pioneers to clear the minefield. They throw a 5. You need a 6 to do that. So that's one command initiative. Second command initiative is he's going to hurl a smoke grenade. And he will try to throw it to screen those sappers.
So he's throwing. He is throwing.
He's throwing one of his own smoke grenades, and he's going to try and place it right there. So that's 8. So he needs 9 on 2d6. He's got a good strong arm, Sergeant Caulfield. It's gone 8. So his third command initiative now is going to fire the mortar again, and he's going to he wants the mortar round to go beside it there. So just basically directly beside it.
So that'll be out of line of sight.
That is.
But roll your dice, yeah.
So it's a 5 or a 6. And we'll place it.
Oh, whatever you like. It's next to this one, is it?
We'll place it there.
Okay. Not minimum
Yep,
range.
that's fine. 4. That's on target. No. Oh, yeah, it is. I think it's on target.
It is. A
'Cause
3
it's,
if it's
3 if it's out of line of sight. So it's
10 if line of sight, else 6 short.
6 short, is it?
Yes.
That's all right. So it'd be right there.
Yep. So boom, splash.
Right,
So you've
so
got
I'll
the
place
short.
that down. Okay, so now I've brought on the lieutenant, Lieutenant Dickie Winchester, and he's going to tell these chaps to move tactically towards the minefield. 2 inches.
Yeah.
Order the sergeant, because he's only used 2 command initiatives, so he can still get him to move, and he's going to tell him to come around behind this building there.
He's already counted as activated, I think.
Oh yeah, he's used his activation.
Yeah.
So he's told them to move, and he told them to fire, but he still has 1 activation left. So he can tell him to move, because he's senior to him. Mm-hmm. So he's going to say, move tactically, Sergeant, behind that building. There's a good chap. Okay, 5 inches will get him there, no worries. Okay, so he's tack. And then he's got 1 command initiative left. Mm-hmm. And he's going to throw a smoke grenade this way. 6 inches to there.
Okay.
2d6, yep. Oh, 12, bang on target.
Played cricket, obviously.
Yes. The fields of Eton, where Dickie Winchester's from, is very good at that. 2, 2, 1, 1, 4. Well, that's not a bad German roll, actually. Because you can make 2 squad leaders, and you could, yeah. Okay, so the Germans put this MG42 on Overwatch, and these riflemen have come over that little hedgy fence thing, and now it's the Brits again. Okay, so I've got a 5, a 4, a 3, 2, and a 1. Okay, so the first 4, or the only 4, is going to be with the Lieutenant Dickie Winchester, and he is going to tell the engineers to keep going on that minefield. 2, no joy there. So that's his first command initiative. Second command initiative is he's going to tell these pioneers to move towards the minefield.
In a tactical manner?
Yep, because they're not crazy. 3, so that's 2. They've just got there tactically.
Yep.
Okay, so, and then that leaves him 1 command initiative left, and he will throw another smoke grenade. He's going to throw...
You're going to go beyond that one, maybe?
Yeah, he wants to get beyond it, but we probably won't go there.
What will he need? What's his number he's going
Well,
for?
let's have a look. He's rolled 5. So Dickie Winchester launched another smoke grenade, and it landed essentially where his first one did. Yeah, that's it. He's trying to get in line with that. So he just created a little bit bigger of a smoke screen for those guys to work at. So Dickie Winchester hurling a smoke grenade was the last thing that the Brits did in their phase, and now it was Rowan's phase.
6, 3, 3, 4, 4. Well, the 4's a bit of a waste to me.
Yeah, so 2 squad leaders again and a Feldwebel.
Okay. So I'll order the squad that's over there with this squad. Count of 3. I'll what are we gonna do? 2d6 will take us to the building. And then next turn we can
Enter.
if we so desire. 7.
Yeah, so that'll get you to the
Anywhere along the edge
edge of the building.
And we will then move the commander to be within range of both.
All right.
Because his range is it 6 or 7?
6.
6.
6 for a junior leader and 9 for a senior leader.
So 6 is easily there, and 6 will go to there.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got a 4 and a 3.
Yeah.
Ooh. I was hoping for chain of command dice actually. I still could. Well, I do have a generous amount of machine gunnies here, and I could shoot down some of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be able to do a lot of return fire either.
Mm.
Oh well, I'll use my reserve.
Yep. So the next squad comes on. We'll get them deployed. So these guys are going to deploy there, and they're going to fire at these pioneers. Which one are you shooting at? These guys here?
I think the range is still going to be 5s and 6s.
Yeah.
They're tactical.
Yep.
Still.
Yep.
When they start working, they won't be.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see the other lads who aren't tactical? Yes, I can.
Yeah.
So I'll shoot at the closest lads that I can get with.
Yep.
I won't be able to see them with rifles though, because it's
No, through
this.
this.
No, yeah. So
that blocks line, and that just takes a minus
so
one.
the MG42's there. It'll hit.
Yep.
I'll do a machine gun there though.
Yeah. So it's 10 dice.
10 dice.
Yep. So 10 dice from that machine gun over
From the corner
from here.
to the closest one.
They're going to be shooting across
To
these
these lads.
guys. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So we need a 5, 6.
Yep.
Oh, I've got a couple. I can see 5.
Yep. 5 hits.
Better than the last
5
one.
hits on those pioneers there.
5 hits, no cover. I might do something.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Well, I don't need that one.
Oh,
3,
4
dead.
dead.
All right.
They
So
got caught in a burst of MG42
Yeah, those
fire.
pioneers are all gone. Okay, so I've got to roll for a team wiped
What
out.
about the team next to it? Would they also get hits? Because they're within 4.
Yeah, okay. Well, in that case, let's put them back. We're going to have to divvy
Yeah.
them up.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2 and 2.
Well, I'm assuming you want to take both.
Well, I have to. I've got no choice.
That's
in
right.
that.
Yeah.
All right, so in that case,
So that was 4 dead and 1 shot. Yeah.
let's have a
So
look.
Have a look, yeah.
Well, I have to roll for them separately. I have to roll 2 for them and 2 for them.
Yeah.
I have to. It's not. I don't have a choice.
We can divvy them
Because they're
up.
in different cover.
We just divvy up the hits.
But yeah, I can divvy them up the way I
roll,
like.
yeah.
Yeah, I can roll them the way I like. All right, so
So much for 4 dead. Oh, different covers. So
yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, roll again.
Oh, well, I can just take the whole team off.
Just take that.
There you go. All right. So team wiped out. Do we care?
Do you?
4 for a team wiped out.
might be a
I don't
one.
know. It might be 1.
So burst of machine gun fire kills a squad.
Kills a team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a team.
Pioneers down. We got pioneers down. Okay, got a 5 and a 6.
2 4s.
2 4s and a 3.
Okay, that could be handy.
All right, let's see what we're going to do with that. The sergeant is going to tell these guys to line this building here, plying off the windows and whatnot. I move 2d6, and they go 10. Well, that's easy enough, so I'll do that. I'm going to fire one of its 3 HE rounds at the German behind the hedge there, hitting on 5s and 6s because it's unobserved, and they will be in the open.
2 1s. 1 hit.
1 hit. And so now we just roll for the machine gun crew.
Well, that's the squad.
Yes, sorry, it's the squad. 2, nothing.
We ducked.
Yeah, they ducked and weaved. Okay, so that's that sergeant
2.
done. That's 2 commands. He's not going to use a third one. The other 4 will be for the lieutenant. So Lieutenant Winchester ordered the pioneers to move tactically towards him, and they moved 2 inches. Moved to him. So that's him. So using the 3, I deployed the first of my Sherman tanks. This one was called Havoc. So after deploying, the Sherman fired its main gun at the German squad behind the hedge and killed a member of the machine gun team. It then fired its hull machine gun and caused 1 point of shock. So now it was the Germans' phase, and Rowan rolled his dice and he scored 4 1-1 and a double 6. So he scored a double phase at a extremely opportune time. So with his 4 and his 1 and his 1, he's deployed the Feldwebel on the 4 and his generic Panzerschreck team, and also one of his support options, which is the Volkssturm Panzerschreck team. They both fired. The generic team missed. The Volkssturm team hit, but fortunately for the tank, it was a dud round and didn't cause any damage. So for the Panzerschreck to hit the Sherman, he needed to roll 7. 5 because the tank was in the open, but it was 3 range bands away, so 7. That said, it did lead to a pretty humorous conversation. So for some reason we thought that it needed 7 to hit, but because of the range bands that came down to 5, and Rowan rolled a 5, but obviously that was a miss. So let's return to the action just after it dawns on me that my Sherman tank actually hasn't exploded. 5 on 2d6 is not... That's...
Not Chevalicious.
Hang on. It's not a 5, it's a 9.
Why do I need 9?
It's harder to hit, not easier.
Oh, then I missed.
You missed. So he didn't get hit.
Oh, well.
I was thinking, 5 on 2d6 is easy.
Well, I thought we are in the open. So it's, hang on, so normally I would have needed a 5.
Yeah.
Because you're in the open.
And yeah.
2 bands makes it 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a 7.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That's all right. Yeah.
Well, we went through the...
So anyway, so the Panzer Faust fired,
and missed.
needed a 7 and missed. He rolled a 5. It went close, whizzing past.
So,
all right.
So in that case, I still...
Now you got the 4.
And I got a 1.
Yep.
So I could put my other Panzer Faust Shriek on.
If you've got one, if you've brought him for this table.
Yeah, I did actually.
Is that the Hitler Youth anti-tank?
No, not the Faust team. The Hitler Jugend...
anti-tank killer team?
The Volkssturm...
Oh, you got a Volkssturm Panzer Faust team. Panzerschreck team.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the Volkssturm Schreck team.
Yep.
Which I can deploy on a 1.
Yes, you can.
Which I may do.
All right.
Let's break them lads out.
All right, let's get the Volkssturm Panzer. So with the 1, Rowan deployed a Volkssturm Panzerschreck team. We're using Forschmann-Jäger Panzerschreck team here as a stand-in. Long story short, they fired. They did hit. The result of the hit was a 0 net hit, and no damage to the Sherman. This has been really exciting.
I'm going to put down my senior leader now.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna have some...
Get a Panzerfaust to fire or something.
Oh, well, next turn he's going to get... Because he's got another turn.
Yeah, so he's fired them.
Missed.
Fired them.
Hit.
And they hit.
Oh, another turn.
Okay.
So I've got a
Have
3.
look. Okay.
So I don't really want another turn, but...
Yeah.
So that's a team.
Yep.
So the team that hit last time will shoot again.
Okay.
So they get +1.
Uh-huh.
And a 2... I'll place that squad on tactical.
Yep. Okay, so now you need a 6 on 2d6.
And I get another turn.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Over at 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
so they hit. Okay.
This time doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 hits.
7 hits. They
gonna
found you.
Yeah, that's going to be nigh impossible to save. But, you know, we believe in luck. In luck, yeah. None.
Ooh,
Okay.
you really went bang.
Yeah, so he blew up. So now you're going to roll to see if
You blow up.
blow up.
Yes.
Yeah, he blows up.
So junior leader and machine vehicle.
Okay, so the vehicle's gone to blammy.
For real this time.
Has burst into flames. Yes. So it's a AFV command. Oh no, it's not a command AFV. It's just
AFV knocked out and then you're off a junior leader.
yeah.
So for the vehicle is a -2.
Yeah.
And for the JL is a minus. Killed JL, junior leader killed -1.
Yeah.
So -3 total.
Okay, so we'll go from 9 to 6. All right.
So that was on a 1, and then I had a 2 which I used for tactical.
Yeah.
And now I get another turn with 3 dice.
3 dice.
I'm doing a Scott.
You are.
You are. Oh, no.
Okay,
So
so a
four.
2.
Yeah, it's not very helpful, is it, really?
No.
I'll put that squad on tactical, because
Yeah. So go tack.
then I'll roll 2 dice.
Yep.
Actually, I will... Yeah, that's all I can do, is put the squad on
Yep,
tactical.
they're on tack.
Why's it got a 1 next to him?
I don't
Because I
know.
took a shock.
Yeah, from the firing from the
That's
tank.
And I've not rolled any 4s or 3s.
No,
really,
no.
So, you know, lots of 2s. I rolled a 3.
You're a 3.
And a 6. So on a 3, I shall use my commander
Mm-hmm.
to... What am I going to do? What? He can take a shock off.
Mm-hmm.
And then he can order the squad, well, the MG team really, that's all they can shoot.
Yeah.
So they'll remain tactical? No, because it counts as this. I can tell the team, that's fine.
Yeah.
So remove 1 shock, and then he tells the MG42 to open up on that
Pioneer team?
Pioneer team.
Yep.
And that leaves the rifle team as tactical, but that makes no real difference.
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 8 dice. 8 dice, you're tactical, and I'll need a 5-6, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, that range, for sure.
One.
1 hit. Those guys are in light cover.
Yep. So 1 hit, light cover.
A point of shock.
A point of shock, slowing you down. You're
Yep.
not quite pinned yet.
No. They're getting there. Okay. That's it.
That is
Oh,
it.
I get to have a turn.
You do have it. That
Okay,
was 3 in a row, wasn't it?
I think it was 4 even. I don't know. There was lots. There was lots of turns.
Not ideal for a tank.
Okay, I got a 4, 3, 3, 1, and a 1.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we can do. I'm going to fire the mortar, the second round of HE at the machine gun team. Oh, 2 hits.
I'll share 1 on each team.
Yep, 1 in each team. So 1 for the machine gun team.
Okay, machine gun team.
Yep. Nothing.
And the rifle team.
Nothing. All right, it's a waste of HE.
All
All
right.
right.
Second HE down.
Yeah, that's where I've got 1 left. What to do? That leaves me this.
They're going to do that.
All right, so we fired the round of HE. That did nothing. The engineers won't move because they've got 2 points of shock on them. Dickie Winchester moved up behind this building, and these lads here have gone on Overwatch to see if the Jerrys come into the building. And that's it for us. Oh, lucky I didn't move. Double phase, 2 5s, and a 3.
So up to 5.
Yeah.
So far, I think the luck's running the German way at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
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 I
So there
got
was
3.
so many double phases when but I was lucky for the Sherman not to get hit a couple of times as well. So
It's true.
it's all swings and roundabouts.
It is. So we use a 3. We use a machine gewehr and machine gun to put more love on those sappers.
Yeah.
Leading probably 5-6.
5 and 6s. The range hasn't changed.
And you're still tactical.
Yeah. So they're still in light cover.
I would see 3.
3 hits.
3 hits at light.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Ducked and weaved. Those sappers are hugging the ground there.
And they certainly are.
Yeah. 4 dice this time. A 4, a 2, and a 1.
Well, there's not much for it, but I can use the 3 to once again machine gewehr and
The sappers again.
the sappers again, which is probably sensible.
You're not feeling the love at all there.
Oh, 4? 4.
4 hits this time. And can they continue to be lucky?
Ooh,
Yeah.
another shock.
2 points of shock.
Which will
Break them. Okay, so they go 2d6 plus 6.
Straight back.
Yeah. 9's, what's that, 15 inches? That'll probably take them off the table, I'm
That's a
guessing.
12. That's a 12 stick.
All right, so that's a team wiped out, essentially.
Breaks, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a team wiped out, because there's no team routes.
Good point.
It's either wiped out or that. So it's 5. I think that's a -1, but it could even...
Team
Wiped out.
breaks.
or team breaks, yeah.
Yeah, team breaks. 5
Yeah,
-1.
yeah. So we're down to 5. All right, over to you, Redley. Is that it?
That was my shooting. It's your
That's
turn,
my
mate.
phase.
Would you like a turn?
Well,
Scott?
what we're going to do is we're going to pull out.
You sure?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'll tell you why. Because I don't want to. I don't want to lose any more.
You lost any support so far.
Yeah. Exactly. Which is exactly why I want to pull out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out, I'm going to come forward in the next turn. So basically what I'll do is...
With the new set of support points.
Yes, because that way
Clever.
I can bring forward a observer.
Whatever you wish to spend your points on.
Yes, all right. So what we'll do is... morale difference, I get no one back. I haven't lost anyone anyway.
I had one chap knocked over, which will come back.
That's right. So we would do the... we'll have to do the patrol phase. Well, we'll figure this out, and then we'll come back.
So in keeping with my overall operational plan, I decided that I didn't want to have a situation where my platoon proper got too badly chewed up. So I decided to withdraw and come back in the afternoon and have a crack at this position again. So in real terms, this first game has cost me 1 Sherman tank, because I only have a pool of 8 Shermans and 2 Fireflies. But it's better that I lose armour at this stage than have my platoons chewed up, considering that I've considered them my centre of gravity, and we've still got a long way to go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this first part of the Road to Bremen pint-sized campaign. Please feel free to share, like and subscribe. This video battle report today was brought to you by Lasercast. Lasercast produce fantastic MDF gaming aids, and as I said at the start, the dice I was using today were produced by Lasercast specifically for Chain of Command. So that's all for now. Thanks very much. Hope, like I said, feel free to leave any comments, and we'll see you for the second attempt at breaking through this German position. That's all for now.
Ubiquay.